Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, your rock station, 96.7 iRock. It is a Wednesday. Be listening for your opportunity to call in and win. We've got concert tickets, passes to Six Flags St. Louis, plus maybe an opportunity or two for you to win that $50 gift card to Jack Lewis Jewelers. Smashing Pumpkins coming up, and hey, maybe you're thinking about making a career change. I'll give you an idea as to what you need to do to get a job at ESPN. But first, it's the latest from Seether, Words as Weapons on iRock. Smashing Pumpkins, Disarm, your rock station with Bob and Tom Mornings is 96.7 iRock. And, man, you can't, listen to the radio. You can't open up the Pantograph or watch TV without the news of some other public official within Bloomington Normal resigning. And maybe that has inspired you to take a look at your job and decide, you know what, maybe it's time for a career change. All these city officials are doing it. I can do it too. But what is it that I'm going to do to make a living? How about a cameraman for ESPN? Yeah, apparently the only job requirement is that you have to be able to hold a camera, find the hot blonde in the crowd, and every time she's jumping up and down, get her on TV. Yeah, that's happening during the World Cup. Apparently, these are the same job requirements to be a cameraman at a Cubs game. Skid Row, Monkey Business, getting you through your workday on 96.7 iRock. Congratulations going out to Steve from Normal, caller 7 on a Wednesday. He's got tickets for him to see REO Speedwagon and passes to Six Flags St. Louis. You never know what you're going to win on a Wednesday, so be listening for your opportunity to call in and win. By the way, grab lunch out at Meatheads because you use that free fry certificate. They'll donate $1 to Relay for Life of McLean County. Text Meatheads to 68255 to get your free fry offer with Avenged Sevenfold. This means war. Van Halen, Unchained, closing out that six-pack of rock on 96.7 iRock. I'm not sure if you heard this, but earlier this morning it was announced that the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art is going to have a home in Chicago, right along the lakefront between Soldier Field and McCormick Place. Going to be completely funded by George Lucas. It's going to have a scale model of the Millennium Falcon. My question is this: are you going to go? Better yet, are you going to dress up in character when you go to the museum? If so, please remember, a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, they did not have smartphones to take selfies and to text while you're walking around. Keep that in mind when you dress up like a stormtrooper and you're looking to be authentic.
Hey, it's Ryan.
Jimmy Purple Haze and your rock station, 96.7 iRock. We'll hear from the Foo Fighters in a few, plus a pretty cool idea thanks to the Foo Fighters and fans out in Richmond, Virginia. But first, it's new iRock from Godsmack, 1,000 horsepower on 96.7 iRock. Foo Fighters, Let It Die, your rock station, 96.7 iRock. And I'm pretty confident you're aware of sites like Kickstarter, where you get an idea for a business, you throw it out there, and you have incentives for people to make donations. And they make a certain donation amount, they get a certain kickback once your company is up and running. I've donated to a few of those, and I've gotten the trinkets. But there's this site called Crowd Tilt, which allows fans to raise money for upcoming concerts that don't exist. Fans in Richmond, Virginia, took advantage of Crowd Tilt. They sold over 1,400 tickets for a show that did not exist for the Foo Fighters. It's been since 1999 since the Foo Fighters played Richmond, Virginia, and the fans raised the money. Foo Fighters caught wind of the campaign. They've agreed to play, and before they even signed off on it, like a local donut shop and a car dealer, they've each ponied up $5,000. Of course, that's going to be some sort of sponsorship package through Crowd Tilt. So my question to you, iRock listener, what band or bands should we look at pursuing with Crowd Tilt? Chime in on our Facebook page. That's the interactive feedback question, powered by our friends at the Red Wing Shoe Store in the Towanda Plaza, a real shoe store that measures your feet to put you in shoes that fit. At Red Wing Shoes, work is their work. Black Sabbath, Sweet Leaf, part of your six-pack of rock on 96.7 iRock. Do you recall the story of the young 3-year-old who, according to reports on the internet, was kicked out of a Mississippi Kentucky Fried Chicken because her scars from a dog attack scared other customers? Yeah, there's an update on that story, and it may just shock you. K's the Elephant to get to. We'll also hear from Bush. This is Nothing More. This is the time on iRock. Metallica, Nothing Else Matters, closing out that six-pack of rock on 96.7 iRock. And some of my buddies that don't work in media, they always ask me, it's like, man, how come you always wait, several days, maybe even weeks before you chime in on something? And it's because of the fact you got to get all the facts. You can't just jump to conclusions because that makes you look like an idiot. Case in point, we do know this for a fact. Several weeks ago, while she was playing in her grandparents' trailer in Mississippi, Victoria was attacked by 3 pit bulls. Broken jaw, nose, cheekbone, her right eye socket. She lost her right eye. And then social media took over, where a story was floated that when she was released from the hospital, they went to a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Mississippi, where supposedly they were kicked out of the restaurant by staff and management because her scars and her patches terrified other diners in the restaurant. Well, 3 weeks go by, KFC says, we've done an investigation. There is no evidence whatsoever to support the family's allegations that they were treated in such a harsh way. They did a fundraising page on Facebook. That's been shut down. That's being under investigation. At the time, I believe they raised over $135,000. There is a doctor in Mississippi who is still going to do the free plastic surgery. But I think the real victim here is Victoria. I mean, this girl goes through being attacked by 3 pit bulls. And then, in my opinion, her parents use her injuries to basically accuse a business of doing something that they did not do, as a way to help fund the medical bills. I understand what they were trying to do, but that's not the way you go about it. How about honesty? Isn't that what we're taught as children? Honesty is the best policy. Hey, look, our daughter was attacked and mauled by 3 pit bulls. I only make $15,000 a year. I want my daughter to have a better life than me. I can't pay her medical bills. Could you donate to the fund? I think that would have gone over a lot better than attacking a corporation for doing no wrong. By the way, KFC still donating $30,000 to cover the medical bills. So before you jump to conclusions, maybe you let things simmer and let the facts work their way to the surface. Have iRock to get to, including 3 Doors Down, Kryptonite, and Pearl Jam, Mind Your Manners.
The following takes place between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. Events occur in real time.
This is WIHN Normal Bloomington.
Check for power.
96.7 iRock.
Get it ready.
It's the interactive lunch with Chandler.
Check for sound.
The airwaves are yours.
Powered by my friends at DP Dough in Uptown Normal. Order up a Chandler Cancer Crusher Zone loaded with mushroom, pepperoni, pesto mix, marinara inside, a spicy Parma crust. And they'll donate $1 to Relay for Life of McLean County. Give them a call at 888-9663. Orders in for Collective Soul, Guns N' Roses on a Wednesday. We open up the interactive lunch. New stuff now from Adelitas Way. Dog on a Leash on your rock station, rocking you through your workday. It is 96.7 iRock. New iRock from Adelitas Way, Dog on a Leash on 96.7 iRock. I have Melody joining me on the I-Lines on a Wednesday. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Chandler?
I am doing good. You're caller 7 on a Wednesday, and you get to play Does This Ring a Bell for a shot at a $50 gift card to Jack Lewis Jewelers.
Awesome.
All right, Melody, I am going to give you lyrics to a song. You give me the song title, and if you're able to do that, I'll make you a winner. Are you ready?
Yes.
When I look into your eyes, I can see a love restrained. But darling, when I hold you, don't you know I feel the same? 'Cause nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change, and it's hard to hold a candle in the cold.
November
What was it? November what?
rain.
November rain. Yes, you are a winner.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You got yourself that $50 gift card to Jack Lewis Jewelers. And that rings a bell. Brought to you by Jack Lewis Jewelers. There are a lot of fun little reasons why you love each other. And you'll find the ring that captures them all at the Wedding Ring Playground at Jack Lewis Jewelers on Eastland Drive in Bloomington. What station is making you a winner on a Wednesday?
96.7 iRock.
Collective Soul Heavy Rock Station is 96.7 iRock. I'm Chandler, and as a kid growing up, we'd go to White Sox games, and every now and then you'd think you're on the jumbotron, but you're not. And I'll be honest with you, I got spoiled as a kid, as my late Uncle Dan was a mascot for the White Sox. And during the seventh inning stretch, there was one time, several times, he had me involved in some sort of activity, whether I was boxing him out on the tops of the dugouts, or one time, my cousin and I, we went out to center field to wrestle Ribby and Rhubarb for the World Heavyweight Tag Team Championship. And we ended up beating him. And all I can remember is during the pin, when I was on top of my Uncle Dan dressed in his rhubarb outfit, looking up and seeing myself on the jumbo screen. And it was cool, I didn't go completely nuts, but I've got video footage on our Facebook page. This kid at a Mariners baseball game, cameras panning the crowd. He sees he's on Jumbotron, and he just loses it, just going nuts. So have you ever been on the Jumbotron? Have you ever lost it like this kid? And ladies, smartphone screens are not Jumbotrons.